job. Cut Cut 3 diagonal lines along the non-folded edge of your paper. Sorry. Everyone's still split between battles 2 and battles 1. Yeah. Joy, what's good? Sorry, hold on. Wait, let me catch up on chat a little bit. Alliance, yes. Okay. So, ever since I was, like, in, like, middle school, I was like, am I transgender? Because I don't really like being called a girl and stuff like that. But then I kind of just gave up on it because I didn't know any transgender people, and my parents aren't very supportive. What a diagonal looks like this. I just don't understand in the sense of like what I'm trying to accomplish in this paper craft. So I'm just trying to use my brain. No, I'm so sorry, dear ranked. How's it been? Are you still playing in your competitive team in your school? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out the diagonal thing in a moment. Also, if you're not already in the race, you can put exclamation mark play, and I'll start the race soon. So when I was a kid, I was like, am I transgender? And I always wanted to know what it felt like. Like, I wish I could have talked to like somebody who was like transgender, because I was like, well, I feel like I was born the wrong gender. Like, I wish I was born something else. But I'm also okay with the fact that I have, like, that I am in the body that I'm in. And so, like, what changes, like, someone who is uncomfortable with their gender identity versus someone who knows that they were born in the wrong body, I guess, in a sense. Like, born the wrong gender. And I really wanted to be able to talk to somebody about it, because like, I wanted to get their opinion, like, of somebody who transitioned. And I'm pressing start, by the way. And I was like, I wanted to be like, I want to know what they've experienced. Like, how will I know that, like, it's time to, like, if I should transition or not, or like whatever, right? Pretty much because my parents weren't supportive, I just kind of gave up on it and was like, there's no point thinking about it. I was born a girl. I'll always be a girl. There's nothing I can do about it. So I should just give up and, like, stop, like, thinking about it so much, because there's nothing I can do at the end of the day. And then in college, I was taking a sociology class, and that's when I learned that, you know, gender is just, oh my gosh, the portals are confusing me. That gender is just a social construct. Obviously, like, you can't change your biology as much, but everything else is just kind of what it is. Like, it just there because that's what society said it was, kind of thing. Yo, I'm zooming right now. And then, what's it called? Once I realized that since it was like a social construct, like, everything we associate to being a girl or being a boy is all kind of just made up anyways. I was like, oh, interesting. Then I guess it doesn't really matter if I was born a boy or a girl, because that doesn't really change anything. Like, maybe I won! Let's fucking go! What's it called? I guess, like, I'll just be fine with being a girl because it shouldn't matter. And I always felt like feeling transgender made me anti-feminist, which I don't really know, like, how to explain it, but it was like, if I was like, I like convinced myself that if I really hated being a woman that much, it must be because I hate women. And so I was like, I must be sexist. So maybe I should like stop. Maybe I should stop wanting to be a boy because I'm being sexist. Um, and so I felt really guilty about the fact that hi Nightwing, hi X. Uh, I felt really guilty about the fact that I felt like not right in my own gender, I guess. Um, but yeah, and then eventually I found out about what non-binary was, and I had told one of my really close friends at the time, like, hey, I think I might be non-binary, and he was also a member of the LGBTQ, and so he just started calling me they them pronouns without me asking. I was just saying like, oh, I think I might be non-binary, and then he just automatically started using they them pronouns, and I realized how much I liked it, and then I started telling like closer friends like, oh, I think I might be non-binary, and I started going by she they pronouns to see how I liked it, and then the more I used she they pronouns, the more I realized I hated being called she, and then when I started realizing like, oh, normal people wouldn't hate being called she if they felt like they were a girl, you know? Like a girl would like to be called she and be told that they are a girl, you know? Um Sorry, I'm like doing this. And so Lilo got really close that time too. Let's go. You went from being second to last to second to first, Lila. Um and and then so the more and more like I looked into like what being non-binary was, and like if I was non-binary, you know, it's like the big thing is like gender is a construct anyways. Gender is kind of dumb to begin with. So I'm definitely like a gender abolitionist as well. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think gender's dumb, but I also know that people feel strongly with their own gender identities, and like I don't think that's wrong at all. I just think that like applying stereotypes to people because of a gender norm is kind of silly, because gender is like not like a biological thing. Gender is 100% just a social thing. But yeah, that's kind of like how I realized that I was non-binary. Yeah, and then after I realized like, oh, I prefer being called they instead of she, that like, you know, that's probably not how most girls feel. I started saying like, oh, I'm non-binary to more and more people. And yeah. Now I'm like fully out as being non-binary, at least on the internet. Exactly, gender neutral. I think gender neutral is like the funniest thing I've heard in a while. That was some funny shit. I feel like the snowflake is not gonna look good. Yeah, no problem, Chunch. Thank you, Peggle. Is this snowflake gonna look ugly? I feel like this snowflake's gonna look ugly. I found out today my friend was non-binary, even though I kind of knew, and I've been saying they them for the last month. It's just cool seeing people that are confident with that stuff. I agree. Oh wait, that's not too bad. Look at my snowflake. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Snowflake? Also the new race is up. But yeah, what's it called? Yeah, it's it's not like a super complicated thing. I definitely had those friends that are like, nah, you're not non-binary. You're just like being a certain type of way or something. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this 3D snowflake real quick. 3D snowflake? Oh. 3D paper snowflake. Whoa. This is a 5-minute video. Mr. Otter!